हेलो गाइस, मैं हूं आपका दोस्त सोहेल ठाकरानी। वेलकम करता हूं आपके अपने चैनल कप खोड में, जिसमें हम पाइथन एंड जावा ट्यूटोरियल्स फॉर बिगिनर्स पढ़ने वाले हैं। और हमारा आज का टॉपिक है एवरीथिंग अबाउट पाइथन। सो बिना देर किए लेट्स गेट स्टार्ट। एंड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we will discuss about what is Python, then the history of Python, now features of Python, the scope of Python, how to get started with Python, the future of Python, the why to learn Python, what are the new inventions using Python, and what are the most important libraries of Python. So first of all, what is Python? Actually, Python is general purpose, dynamic, high level and interpreted language. It supports object-oriented program approach to develop any kind of applications. It is simple, easy to learn and provides lot of high level data structures. It is open source, so its source code is also available under the general purpose license GPL. Okay. Now, history of Python. Actually, it was conceived in late 1980s, but its implementation was started in December 1998 by Guido van Rossum in Netherlands in Sun Microsystems. History of Python. Actually, it was conceived in late 1980s and its implementation was started in December 1989 by Guido van Rossum in Netherlands. Now, variants of Python. There are two variants of Python. One is 2.x and second is 3.x. Now, in history, we will discuss about the first variant of Python. So, the first variant of Python was Python 2.0. Actually, it was released on December 16, 2000 with many major few features, including a cycle detecting garbage collector for memory management and support for Unicode. Okay. Now, the Python 3.0. A major backward incompatible release was released on December 3, 2008 after a long period of testing, but actually it was not free of bugs. Okay. Now, why Python is important? Python is important because it is easy to learn. Python has few keywords, clearly defined syntax and clear and simple data structures that makes it easy to learn and understand. Okay. The next is it is easy to maintain. The Python code is easy to maintain because it is simple to learn and understand. That's why we can maintain easily. Okay. Now, the broad library. Python has broad standard library that is portable and cross-platform compatible. Now, it is portable. Python has ability to run on a variety of hardware platforms and provide the same interface and functionalities all over the platform that make it portable. Okay. Now, interactive. Python supports GUI interface across all the platforms, including Windows, Mac, Linux, and so on. That makes it interactive and allows interactive testing and debugging of Python code. Okay. Now, extendable. The low-level program can be added to Python code to enhance the functionalities of code and make it more efficient and makes more Python extendable. Now, scalable. Python provides better structure and support for large programs that make it scalable. Okay. Now, database support. Python can be used along with the major commercial database available today. Python can easily be integrated with other programming languages such as C, C++, C#, Java, and so on. Garbage collection. Python supports automatic garbage collection. Multiple implementation. It can be used as a scripting language and can be compiled to bytecode for building large applications. Programming support. It supports both functional and structured programming methods as well as it supports object-oriented programming method. It is dynamic type checking. It provides very high level dynamic data type and supports dynamic type checking. Okay. Now, what are the most important libraries in Python? Okay. So, actually Python is ocean of libraries that serve various purposes and as a Python developer, you must have sound knowledge of the best ones to get started with. These are the most important libraries of Python. First, TensorFlow. Second is Scikit-Learn, NumPy, Keras, PyTorch, LightGBM, ED5, Scipy, Thano, and Pandas. So, first, number 10 is Pandas. Now what is Pandas? Pandas is a machine learning library in Python that provides data structure of a high level and wide variety of tools for analysis. Okay, one of the great feature of this library is the ability to translate more complex operation with data using one or two commands. Pandas have so many inbuilt methods. For example, grouping, combining data and filtering, as well as time series functionalities. Now what are the features of Pandas? So it is entire process of manipulating data easier. It supports the reindexing, iteration, sorting, aggregation, concatenation and visualization are among the features highlights of Pandas. Now why Pandas is used? Okay, it is used to group and sort data, select best suitable output for applied method and provide support for performing custom type of operation. And data analysis among everything else takes the highlights when it comes to the usage of Pandas. But when Pandas is used with other libraries and tools, ensure higher functionalities and good amount of flexibility. Okay. So number 9 is Theno. What is Theno? It is computational framework machine learning library in Python for computing multidimensional array. It works similar to TensorFlow, but it is not as efficient as TensorFlow, okay? Because of it is enabled to fit in the production environment. Moreover, Theno can be used on a distributive or parallel environment, just similar to TensorFlow, okay? Now the features of Theno. It performs data intensive computation much faster than on the CPU, okay? It evaluates expressions faster than ever before. Okay, it detects and diagnoses multiple types of errors in the model. Now, where is Theno used? Okay, the actual syntax of Theno expression is symbolic. Specifically, expressions are defined in the abstract sense, compiled and later actually used to make the conditions. It was designed to handle a large neural networks algorithm used in deep learning. It was one of the first libraries of its kind, and the development of Theno was started in 2007 and it is considered an industry standard for deep learning research and development. Okay, it is being used in multiple neural network projects today, and the popularity of Theno is still growing with time. Okay, and number 8 is Scipy. Now what is Scipy? Scipy is a machine learning library for applications developers and engineers. Now what is Scipy? Scipy is a machine learning library for application developers and engineers. However, you still need to know the difference between Scipy library and Scipy stack. Scipy library contains modules of optimization, linear algebra, integration and statistics. Now the features of Scipy. Okay, the main feature of Scipy library is that it is developed using NumPy and its array makes the most use of NumPy. Scipy provides all the efficient numerical routines like optimization, numerical integration and many other specific submodules. All the functions in all submodules of Scipy are well documented on the Python. Okay. Now where is Scipy used? Scipy is a library that uses NumPy for purpose of solving mathematical functions. Scipy uses NumPy arrays as the basic data structure and comes with modules of various commonly used tasks in specific programming. Its tasks including linear algebra, integration, calculus, ordinary differential equations solving and signal processing are handled easily by the Scipy. And number 7 is ELI5. What is ELI5? Most often the result of machine learning model prediction are not accurate, and ELI5 machine learning library built in Python that helps in overcome this challenge. Okay, It is combination of visualization and debug all the machine learning model and track all the working step of algorithm. Okay. Now features of LE5. Moreover, LE5 supports weather libraries, XGBoost, Lightning, Scikit-Learn, and Scikit-Learn CRF suite libraries. All the above mentioned libraries can also be used to perform different tasks using each one of them. Okay, now where the LE5 used mathematical applications, it is made for mathematical calculation. Okay, now mathematical application which required a lot of computation in short time. LE5 plays a vital role where there are the dependencies with other Python packages, legacy applications and implementations, newer methodologies in various fields. Number 6 is PyTorch. What is PyTorch? Let's discuss. Now what is PyTorch? PyTorch is the largest machine learning library that allows developers to perform tensor of computations with acceleration of GPU, creates dynamic computational graphs and calculate gradient automatically. Other than this, PyTorch offers rich APIs for solving applications issues related to neural network. Okay. This machine learning library is based on Torch, which is an open source machine learning library implemented in C with the wrapper in law. Okay, this machine learning library in Python was introduced in 2017, and since inception this library is gaining popularity and attracting an increasing number of machine learning developers. Now features of PyTorch. Hybrid frontend. A new hybrid frontend provides ease of use, flexibility in eager mode, while seamlessly transitioning to graph mode for speed optimization and functionality in C++ runtime environment. Okay. Now distributed training. It optimizes performance in both research and production by taking advantage of native support for asynchronous execution of collection operation and peer-to-peer communication that is accessible from Python and C++. Okay. Libraries and tools. An active community to research and developers have built a rich ecosystem of tools and libraries for extending PyTorch and supporting development in area from computer vision to reinforcement learning. Now, where is PyTorch used? PyTorch is primarily used for applications such as natural language processing. It is primarily developed by Facebook's artificial intelligence research group and Uber's Piaro software's for probabilistic program is built on it. Now PyTorch is outperforming TensorFlow in multiple ways and it is gaining a lot of attention in the recent days. You can check out this PyTorch or TensorFlow blog to find out which is better for you. Okay. Now Keras. What is Keras? It is considered one of the coolest machine learning library. It provides an easier mechanism to express neural network. It also provides some of the best utilities of compiling methods, compiling models, processing datasets, visualization of graphs and much more. Okay. In the backend, IT uses either Thano or TensorFlow internally. Okay. Some of the most popular neural networks like CNTK can also be used using Keras. It is comparatively slow when we compare with other machine learning libraries. Now, features of Keras. It runs smoothly on CPU and as well as GPU. It supports all of the methods of neural networks, fully connected, convolutional pooling, recurrent, embedded. Furthermore, these models can be combined to build more complex models. Keras, being modular is incredibly expressive, flexible and optimable for innovative research. Okay. Keras is a completely Python based framework, okay, and which makes it easy to debug and explore. Now what is NumPy? NumPy is considered as one of the most important machine learning library in Python. TensorFlow and other libraries using NumPy internally for performing multiple operations on TensorFlow. An array interface is the best and the most important feature of NumPy. Now features of NumPy. NumPy is very interactive and easy to use. It makes more complex mathematical implementation very simple. It makes coding real easy and grasping to concept is easy. Okay. Now widening use hints a lot of open source contributions. Now where the NumPy is used, okay. This interface can be utilized for expressing images, sound waves, and other binary raw streams as an array for real number in and dimensionals. Okay. For machine learning, having knowledge of NumPy is very important for full stack developers. Okay. Now Scikit-Learn. Okay. Now what is Scikit-Learn? It is the Python library associated with NumPy and Scipy. It is considered as one of the best libraries for working with complex data. There are a lot of changes being made in this library. One modification is the across validation features, providing the ability to use more than one matrix. Okay. Now features of Scikit. There are various methods to check the accuracy of supervised model on unseen data. Again, there is a large spread of algorithm in offering starting from clustering, factor analysis, principal component analysis to unsupervised neural networks. It is useful for extracting features from images and text. Okay. Now, where is Scikit-Learn used? It contains a numerous amount of algorithm for implementing standard machine learning and data mining tasks like reducing dimensionalities, classifications, regressions, clustering, and model selections. Okay. Now, the most important library, TensorFlow. So, what is TensorFlow? If you are currently working on machine learning in Python, then you have heard about this library known as TensorFlow. Okay. This library was developed by Google in collaboration with Brain team. Okay. TensorFlow is used in almost every Google application for machine learning. TensorFlow works like computational library for writing new algorithms that involve a large number of tensor applications and operations such as neural network can easily be expressed for computational graphs. They can be implemented using TensorFlow as a series of operations on tensors. Plus, tensors are n-dimensional matrices which represent your data. Now, features of TensorFlow. TensorFlow is optimized for speed. It makes use of techniques like XLA for quick linear algebra operations. With TensorFlow, we can easily visualize each and every part of the graph, which is not an option while using NumPy or Scikit. Okay. One of the most important TensorFlow features is that it is flexible in its operability, meaning it has modularity, and the parts of it which you want to make stand alone, it offers you that option. Okay. And it is easily attainable on CPU as well as GPU for distributed computing. Okay. TensorFlow offering pipelining in the sense that you can train multiple neural networks, multiple GPUs, which make the model very efficient on large scale system. Okay. Needless to say that if it has been developed by Google, there already is a large number of teams of software engineers who works on the stability improvement continuously. Okay. The best thing about this machine learning library is that it is an open source, so anyone can use, but if you have internet connection. Now Where is TensorFlow used? You are using TensorFlow daily, but indirectly with applications like Google Voice Search, Google Photos. These applications are developed using this library. And all the libraries created in TensorFlow written in C or C++. However, it has a complicated front end for Python. Your Python code will get complicated and then executed on TensorFlow distributed execution engine built in C and C++. Okay. The number of applications of TensorFlow is literally unlimited, and that is the beauty of TensorFlow. Okay. Now applications of Python. What are the current applications of Python? Okay, Python is used many application domains as web and internet applications, frameworks such as Django and Pyramid, micro frameworks such as Flask and Bottles. It also used in advanced content management systems such as Fluent, Django CMS. Python's standard library supports many internet protocols such as HTML, CSS, JSON, email processing, support for FTP, IMAP, and other internet protocols. It is easy to use Socket, and it is easy to use Socket interface. Now, scientific and numerical applications of Python. Okay, Python is widely used in scientific and numerical computing. Scipy is a collection of packages for mathematics, science, and engineering. Pandas is a data analysis and modeling library. IPython is a powerful interactive shell that features easy editing and recording of work session and supports visualization and parallel computing. The software carpentry course teaches basic skill for specific computing, running boot camps, and provide open access teaching materials. Applications of Python. In this, education applications of Python. Okay, Python is a superb language for teaching programming, both at an introductory level as well as advanced level. Books such as How to Think Like a Computer Scientist, Python Programming, and Introduction to Computer Science and Practical Programming. The Education Special Interest Group is a good place to discuss about teaching issues. Now, the desktop GUIs. The TK GUI library is included with most important distribution of Python. Some toolkits that are usable to sub-platform are available separately, such as WXWidgets, Naive, such as WXWidgets, Kavy for writing multi-touch applications, Qtvia, PyQt, and PySites. Platform-specific toolkits are also available. GTK++ and Microsoft Foundation classes through the Win32 extensions. Okay, now the software development. Python is often used as a supportive language for software developers for build control and management, testing, and many other ways. Now, SCONs for build control, BuildBoot, and Apache Gump for automated continuous applications and testing, Roundup or Track for bug tracking and project management. Applications of Python in this. The business applications. Python is also used for ERP and e-commerce application systems. Udo is an all-in-one management software that offers a range of business applications that form a complete suite of enterprise management applications. And Triton is three-tier high-level general purpose application platform. Now the future of Python. If you are learning Python or you are a Python developer, then I think if you now the future of Python. If you are a Python developer or Python learner, then you are worried about Python's future, okay? Whether it is going to be successful or not, then don't worry. This is Python has topped the list of programming language that simply makes the most favorite among all another language, okay? It has very bright future in the most emerging fields such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, neural networks. Now what is the future of future of Python? Python has topped the list of programming language that simply makes it the most favorite among other languages, okay? It has very bright future in most emerging fields such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science and neural networks. Now these all are the companies using Python. It means everywhere you go, you will see the Python developer. Without Python, nothing is. It means everywhere you go, you will see the Python developer. Python has very large scope in future, okay? So, congratulations if you are a Python developer. Now the salary of Python. These are the salaries of Python. If you are Python developer, then this will be the salary. Okay, as for software engineer, senior software engineer, software developers. And guys, if this video somehow helped you or this video is somehow knowledgeable for you, then please hit the subscription button and also click the bell icon and like my video, share with your friends. Thank you very much guys for your precious time and thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.